Hi, I'm Marysol. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm planning for the week of the 8th through January 14th, and it is my birthday week, and I'm going to be using Planet Darby's stickers. I do want to point out that all the stickers except for the birthday deco mint were printables. The birthday deco in mint I had purchased last year and never used it, and so I thought that I use it this year, and so I paired it up with her True Colors turquoise green florals and printables. I use the older sassy quotes, her blush boxes, her, I think it's basic. What is it? Let me look it up first. Yes, it's the basic yet Friley birthday mint and brown sticker sheet. And I thought I was going to use the mint boxes, but they didn't seem like they coordinated enough with the colors that I had. So I am pairing those up with Mojo Jojo's, I believe, the pastel book that has a kind of a teal that really match to what I'm using on in my spread. So I start off putting that long box on the side. I think I'm going to use that for my gratitude list. And then I move on to placing the florals. However, because the florals, I didn't want the teal over teal or turquoise over turquoise. I decided to break that up with a blush box and one of the older sassy quotes. I also didn't want to put just teal or turquoise on that side. I grab, I believe, the Happy Blooms sticker book from the Happy Planner, and I use some blush flowers that I thought went really well with this combo and with the boxes, so I add those in as well. I do sticker this one up a lot. I don't really think we have those many plans this week or appointments to keep up with, so I left a little bit room to write, and I'll have boxes to write in, but for the most part I really do sticker uh, this spread. I do want to let you know, if you want to purchase any of the stickers or check out Planet Darby's shop on Etsy, you can use the link below. If you use that link below, it automatically gives you a discount when you are in your checkout. If you do not use the link and just search on Etsy for her shop, you can always use Marysol 15 to get a discount on your purchase at checkout. Now I am going to add my washi, and I'm going to add bits and pieces of washi on the top and the bottom. I'm going to layer my washi this time around. I like to layer my washi. I think I've said this in a few videos before. I've been becoming very stagnant, I guess you can say, with my washi placement. Not really that adventurous, but I think with this spread it was perfect the way it was. I do like to use a lot of washi in my spread, but I noticed a pattern that I go to a certain look, and that's what I use, and I keep it that way. So I was trying to vary how I use my washi, but that's not the case with this spread. Still, I think the washi turns out really pretty, and I do layer it. I think that the other two washi you can find for sure on Amazon, but this pink washi is like an old washi from the Happy Planner. I don't even think those washi packs are available anymore. So I don't use it as much, just very sporadically. It's a very light pink blush on the a very kind of, yeah, I mean, I say pink, but it's very blush and I like it. So I thought it matched really well with the boxes and the color scheme, so I'm adding it. But I tend not to use it as much because I don't have a lot left of that washi. If you have any recommendations or anybody knows of a stripe washi, gingham washi that is a blush pink um, color or palette, please leave me the recommendations below or send me the link. I would like to buy some because I mean, I'm at my last little bit and I really like that washi. So here I am. I'm using the Mint Deco stickers to decorate the day of my birthday. My birthday is on the 9th. So I'm going to really fill up the day on Tuesday. And I'm pretty sure I don't really leave much room on Tuesday, but I don't think, like I said, I don't think I have a lot going on this week. There aren't any appointments or anything I need to make sure I need to write down, except for I have an appointment, which is interesting. I have an appointment on Saturday from the VA. It must be like an independent contractor because it's on a Saturday. And then, other than that, I believe that Thursday, my husband is reffing a tournament. And then, yeah, I don't think anything else. Kailani has her game. She had a game today, Monday, and she'll have a game on Wednesday. I'll go to the game on Wednesday. And then today is the national championship game between Michigan and Washington. And I believe that's pretty much it. I did want to go snow tubing this weekend, but I don't think that's going to be a possibility. So I'm going to leave it maybe for the 27th of January just to make sure that I have the equipment and more of the gear that the girls are going to need for the weather. Where I live, it doesn't really snow much. And so I don't really buy snow gear or snow coats. But if we're going to go to the summit in Snoqualmie, I think I'm saying that right, we're going to need some warm weather gear. And so I want to make sure I have all that ready for the girls before we head over there. So I'm gonna leave that for the 27th. I desisted of going on the 13th, which was my original idea. So I'll plan it out for the 27th, but then other than that, I don't really have any other plans. And so if you see right here, I started adding florals to that top side of my page on the right on that right page. And I did that because I wanted to make sure that I had enough florals for that corner, because for me, um, Sundays, I feel like my plans die down after Friday. So I'm noticing with my planning that Saturdays and Sundays, I don't really have much going on. So if I sticker it up and leave just a little bit of writing in a box, it's enough. I mean, in some spreads, I don't even write anything on Sundays. Either I'm busy doing house stuff or getting ready for the week that I don't write anything. And so, because I'm noticing that more and more uh, happening, I've started to sticker it up instead of leaving so much space because I'm not really writing in it. And I noticed it in November and in December, which I will be uploading a flip through of December. You'll see that it's the same thing. There were a couple of Sundays that I never went back to write on it, and it's because I don't really have much going on those days. So, yeah, so you can look forward to that. I will post it probably, I mean, I'll get it filmed and post it probably next week since I'm a little ahead with filming um, my catch all spreads at this point. I'm not going to do a complete flip through of December just because, I mean, of 2023 year, just because I was very inconsistent with my planner. And it wasn't until I think October that I started planning more and more in my catch all. And yeah, so there's not really much to see. And I've done flip throughs of October and November already. So I'm going to finish the year with December and then just leave it at that. Hopefully 2025, well, hopefully 2024 is a fuller year that in 2025 I can show you a complete flip through of my planners, of my catch all, because I don't really show my journal or my budget after the pen. Yeah. All right. So here I am. I'm Andy. I am adding candles to my spread, and I'm going to keep the candles after like putting those three on that left side of the page. I decided to keep all the candles in that middle section. I thought that would be a really cool look. So I start off with there and then I'll move it along. You'll see right now I'm just adding the washi to the top. I try to alternate it. I don't want it to look completely symmetrical to the other side, but I also want it to have some type of cohesiveness. So if I do something on one side, I will add it to the other side. It can sometimes look the same or sometimes look different. With here, I thought if I put it on the top part with the pink going on top, that pink stripe blush washi tape, it'll look not the same but cohesive enough. However, if I were to do that, I would have covered the days of the week with the washi tape, and I didn't want that. So I flipped it over to the other side. And as you can see here, it I will do the same thing with the bottom. Instead of doing taking 2 days, I took 3 days instead. Um, just again because I don't want it to look symmetrical, but I do want it to have some type of cohesiveness. So I'm going to add my washi, and that grid washi, all I did was cut up a piece and rip it up. I like the rip look. If I'm using grid washi, usually ripping it is my favorite part of using grid washi. So I don't know what happened on my planner pages, but there was like some dirt in between both of those pages on my birthday where I put the turquoise box, and on the other side, that same box as well had something. So I don't know if it was me or if it was like that when I bought it. I'm not sure. So here I am. I'm just adding some more candles to that other side. And I do believe on the top, and I don't think I really filmed this. Well, I did film it, but I cut it out because to me, it just looks redundant. And why continue to show something that you'll see? But I add the streamers and some deco to the top of the page where the numbers of the days and days of the week are at, just to bring some of that decor up there. And I like how it looks. It looks very festive. But like I said, I think I don't really show in this video that I'm doing that because it looked redundant. So why put you through all that pain of watching me just put streamers on the top. So I alternated the streamers around the page and moved on to the next page. So here I wanted, because this is a birthday spread, I did want to make sure that I add some of that birthday deco on the other page. And so I just put a very small cupcake on that box for my birthday, but I did do I put the 2-tier cake on the other side on Sunday. So Sunday is pretty much covered up. I think I leave a little bit of space, and there's a box just in case I need to write. Now, I had forgotten to add that blush washi, so that's what I'm doing right now. And what the tool that I'm using right now is a crafter knife. I was using an X-Acto from We Are Memory Keepers, that now it goes by We Are Makers. And I've changed the blade and whatnot, but it is not as sharp as this crafter knife is. And I've never had a crafter knife before. I bought it with an Amazon set well, let me go back. I have a journal, which I have a video that's going to come out to show you my journal, but I set it up for the year. And the journal that I got from Archer and Olive, I realized that if I wanted to do a Dutch door or a window or something, I needed a mat to go under it. So I went on to Amazon to find something that I can use. I actually did find something. If I remember, I'll link it below. Or you know what? If you want to know the item that I'm talking about, leave it down in the comments and I will be glad to include a link for you. I don't have an Amazon front store, so I get nothing out of this. I don't feel like putting it on the description. Um, but if you want it, if you're curious to know about it, and if you want it, then I'll certainly send you the link for it. So, anyways, I got the mat to be able to cut on, and with that mat, it came a crafter knife with a lot of refills for the blade. And let me tell you, that crafter knife is super sharp. It is like you don't really have to press that hard on the paper or on the washi. It's very light because it's going to cut nice and smooth. So apparently that is the difference between a crafter knife and a X-Acto knife. And if you don't have one, you should buy one because it's a game changer. So here I'm adding a little bit of that floral on that little side right there. And let me tell you, I struggled on how I wanted my florals to look here. It didn't look natural like it did on the other. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it and it wasn't looking right. And I was really struggling to get it to look how I wanted. And I left a lot of feed here for you to see how much I struggled. But I don't even think this is half of it because I really cut it down. because I got done struggling. And if you can see, I believe at this point I had stopped and moved on and then came back to it. So here I am trying to find placement for this banner, and I really like this banner, which is why I was moving it a lot to find it a home. And I do find it a nice placement down here. It's kind of covering Friday and Saturday. I did remove the quarter box that was there and decide to move it in a different place. But first, I wanted to add the balloons, and I decided to cover up that bottom part of that long box. And now I'm just gonna add some more candles on to that middle section of the days. I'll add a little bit of candles on the Friday, and then I'll add some more candles on the Sunday. And I don't know if you can hear that, but it's raining pretty hard. So I'll add the candles, and then I'll add a few more boxes to Friday and Saturday, and then I'll add a cupcake next to the gifts on Tuesday. So I left myself enough room, I believe, to write if there's any additional plans, although I don't anticipate any additional plans. This is just in case. I do add some quotes because that left side of the page had three, and I only had, well, I didn't have any at the time, but I do add one, and then I decided to add a long one under Friday and no, under Saturday and Sunday. And then that's pretty much my spread. So I'll put them on the disc so you can see it, what the end result looks like. It does not, I mean, the discs don't look for the spread, but I took pictures with another discs because I didn't like it, or with no discs. I'm not sure. No, I did with some discs. It's just not the discs of the planner that I'm using currently. And yeah, that's pretty much my spread. So if you've stayed this long, uh, I don't know, leave me a pink flower emoji if you listened all the way through. And thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you want to see more of my content, please visit my Instagram page at My Little Planning Corner. And this is it, y'all. So have a good week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.